Hey, how's it going everybody? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing Afnan's Turathi Blue. So this one was released in 2021. It's a pretty recent fragrance, and as you know, Afnan is sort of a clone house. So this one is supposed to smell similar to Tygar by BVLGARI, but either way, it scores really well on Fragrantica just as a fragrance of its own, with a 4.54 out of 5. So very highly rated on Fragrantica, and we'll see what it's all about. So the notes from this one are citruses in the top notes, middle notes of amber and woodsy notes, and then base notes of musk, patchouli, and spices. So kind of vague. We'll see what it's all about, but sounds pretty good to me. So yeah, so right off the bat, by the way, this box, I'm not sure if you can like tell the proportions of it. It's massive. So look, like this is the Versace Eau Fresh. I don't know what they're hiding in this box, but it's very large. I bought 100 mils of it. This is only 90 milliliters, and it was like maybe 50, 60 bucks. I think it was like 60 bucks actually. So yeah, we'll see what's going on in there because it's very large. It's got their nice little reflective sticker on the back. You can see the classic Afnan. They actually have like pretty decent presentations for a clone house. So yeah, like it's embossed on the front. It's like rubberized. It says Turathi on it with this metal. It's literally metal, like an aluminum little thing, sticker thing on there. And then it's embossed and says Afnan. So for a clone house, they actually have like really nice presentation, and it's like a decent fragrance of its own. And then yeah, so there's their little holographic sticker right there that says Afnan. So that's cool. Okay, so the box opens like this, up like it's some sort of a jewelry kind of a thing. Wow, it's got a nice little ribbon there to keep it. That's kind of fancy. The presentation is very nice and velvety. Interior right here, and then a spot right here to put your fingers. Kind of take it out. There we are. So the bottle is quite heavy. Oh my goodness. It is a heavy bottle, which I like, honestly. I like kind of the feel of a heavier bottle, and you feel like you're kind of getting a little better of a product. Let's take off the cap. Wow, that's really tight. What the heck? Do I have to? Ooh, it's like just really tight on there. Wow. Okay, I was making sure I wasn't gonna break it or anything. It's like solid metal. Wow, that's a solid metal cap, so that's kind of cool actually. And then it sort of clips in. That's kind of annoying actually. That's like hard to do. And I work out. What the heck? Okay. So yeah, I mean, it really clips in there. It's very stable, I guess. You're not gonna worry about it coming off. But the cap is actually very nicely made. It's literally solid metal with like some plastic on the inside, of course, not so that as not to damage the atomizer. The atomizer collar is metal. The atomizer itself is also metal, actually. So decent build. It says Turathi on the front, and then it says Afnan right there. 90 milliliters, yep, of course. This is an eau de parfum, so it says 80%. So around 20% juice, which is pretty good. That's kind of the top end of an eau de parfum. So let's give it a spray or two. It's a okay sprayer. Part of it comes out in a jet, and then the rest of it sort of mists out. I wish it would have gone further, and I wish it would have kind of stayed together more. I can smell it already. It's nice and strong. Decent projection. Definitely get that amber. Blast of kind of a grapefruity smell to it. Grapefruit, amber, some musk. A little bit of fresh spiciness, so it's not like a warm spiciness. This is definitely a summer or a springtime fragrance. The amber is done well. It's not too much. I would argue that sometimes in some situations the amber notes in, let's say, Dylan Blue are a little bit too much, you know, a little too much of that amber. But here it's tastefully done. So it's still fresh, but it still has a bit of that amber vibe in it. Definitely woody, grapefruity. Maybe some lemon kind of citrus in there. It just said general citruses, so yeah, it's quite nice. Decently well blended. I'm not sure about the longevity of it because again, this is my first impression of it. So let's see what other people say on Fragrantica. So yeah, longevity is actually long lasting. It says moderate to long lasting. So we'll see. I'll leave it out and kind of do a test for myself, but yeah, it's very nice. It has a little bit of sweetness in it, but not too much actually, and not very much compared to the normal bubblegummy vibes of most fragrances these days. It keeps that nice tart grapefruit, which I really like because that's sort of what I'm looking for in a summer fragrance. So yeah, quite nice. Let me test that atomizer again one more time. Yeah, the atomizer doesn't really take the prize on this one, I will say. As far as the way it looks kind of like a dude in a suit, maybe. I don't know what they were trying to go for there. You know, almost like an exaggerated version of Le Male, something like that. But I don't really know. It's a nice bottle, though. It's like sort of a purpley color. I'm not sure if you guys can see through the light from my window here. But yeah. As far as the scent overall, I would give it maybe an 8.5 out of 10. It's nothing crazy, but it is very nice and fresh, decent performance, pretty good presentation also. It feels like you're getting a much nicer product than what you're getting. Otherwise, the only thing that I don't like about it is that cap is just sort of, it feels awkward. Taking it off and putting it back on again. Maybe I'm just a weakling. I don't know. I gotta lift more, but yeah. So I would recommend it. As far as for the price point, yeah, it wasn't overly expensive or anything for what you're getting. I think it's appropriate. You know, it's not a steal or anything like that, but it is a very nice fragrance, and it's good presentation. So I you know, if you like the House of Afnan, I would just say definitely go for it. It's easily blind buy safe though, so there's nothing in here that's too you know, too out there or anything that you're gonna like not like. Pretty decently mass appealing, so you know, I wouldn't worry about just blind buying this. This was a blind buy for me. I had never smelled Turathi Blue before, but I have had good experiences overall with all of my Afnan fragrances. I have a couple of them now, and they've always impressed me, honestly, especially for a clone house. Like, the presentation of these ones are so much better than the ones from Armaf, like Club de Nuit, Shades Blue, like those ones. Those are great. Like, don't get me wrong, great fragrances, but the presentation of them and just the feel of the quality of it, even the packaging, it feels so much cheaper. So yeah, definitely go for it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have never gotten my nose, full disclosure, I've never gotten my nose on Tygar by BVLGARI. So I'm not really sure, but from what I've heard, it is very close. So, you know, take my word for that one, or look at, you know, the Fragrantica comments and stuff like that. Everybody says it really is pretty close. So yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you own it, if you own Tygar, let me know if it's actually close or what you think of Tygar. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, Tiger. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe. It really helps the channel. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.